One of the most difficult theological concepts, I think, for us to grasp is the concept of what we call the now and the not yet. And the reason is because the scriptures divide the now and the not yet into two separate sort of eras, but at the same time, they're interlocked together, which creates all kinds of confusion for you and me that are linear people. But to give you an idea of how this works, in the book to the Hebrews, in verse 8 of chapter 2, the writer says, "Now in putting everything in subjection to him," in other words, Christ rules everything, he says he left nothing outside of his control. In other words, it's a fact. Jesus is king. He is Lord. He rules everything. There's nothing that's outside of his control. But then there's this next verse. "At present, we do not yet see everything in subjection to him." That's the struggle there. Jesus controls everything, but yet we don't see it. We don't see what actually is. We live in the tension of the now and the not yet. And that has massive implications for us practically, because we want to believe that God can do all the miracles right now, which is true. But he doesn't always do all the miracles right now because there's still a not yet. When we can learn to embrace both the presence of God now and that he rules everything now, but yet there will be a day in which all of that is clearly seen for you and me, not only does it give us hope in the present, but it gives us hope for the future. The one thing I can assure you as a pastor is this, is that all of the things that Jesus did, which are done now, will one day be seen by everybody in the not yet. Those two are overlapping right now, but one day those two will become one. And that gives you and me incredible hope no matter where we're at. So will you take a moment today and just think through the ramifications of the fact that Jesus controls everything. We don't see it fully yet, but we will see it in the future, and how that might change your attitude and your vision towards looking at whatever comes in your life.